Progress. Progress is not linear. Progress is just like life or anything else in life, a roller coaster. It can go up, down, left, right, center, loop de loop. Sometimes you can see it, sometimes you can't see it. Sometimes you can feel it, sometimes you can't. You get the point. The thing with progress is that a lot of people think that you're going to be able to see progress, and you think that progress is linear, where it's like 2 plus 2 equals 4. If I do this and I do that, I'm going to be in this position. That's not the case. More often, you actually don't see progress. The only time you really see progress is something like numbers. So let's say you're broke, right? And you need some bread. And you get a job. You work 40 hours a week, you make $600 a week. Every 2 weeks, boom, you get paid $1,200. That's progress. And that's evidential progress. You have evidence of the progress. But there are some things that you don't have evidence for. For example, your mental health. You don't know how much you're progressing on your mental health. You could feel like things are better, and then you have a bad day. And then it feels like all that progress that you thought you had just got flushed down the toilet. Or it could be like going to the gym. You know you're doing everything right, but you still look the same. And that's the biggest thing. With the gym, you ain't gonna see that progress. You just gonna wake up one day and be like, I look good. This me for real? This me? You know what I'm saying? So progress is something that cannot be determined by sight. And it cannot be determined by evidence sometimes. And that is why it is very important for you to track what you're doing and track your goals. I'm a big advocate for sayings. If there's a saying, it's for a reason. And one of these sayings is if you ain't tracking, you're slacking. Now, usually you hear this saying with things like going to the gym. If you ain't tracking your macros, you're slacking. And that's very true. And it's not just your macros, but other things. Track how often you're working out, track how much you're sleeping, track your macros. If you've been going to the gym for a while and you feel like you're eating enough and sleeping enough, but you haven't been making progress and it's been like over a couple of months, then you're doing something wrong. And that's why it's important to track, you know? Because if you're tracking and you notice that you're not making any progress, you can look at that track record and be like, so I'm not making any progress at the gym. Something in my life is lacking. I don't know what it is, but I know something is lacking because if it wasn't, I'd be making progress right now. So let me go and look at what I have tracked so far. You look at your sleep. Sleep looks pretty good. I'm getting 8 hours of sleep each day. You know, sometimes I get 6, but majority of the time it's 8. Cool. You look at the gym. I've been doing pretty good in the gym. I've been going 4 or 5 days a week consistently. I've been lifting heavy. And then you go and look at your calorie tracking app. Oh, this is where I'm lacking. I'm only eating like one meal a day. I'm only eating like 1,500 calories a day. Only like 50 grams of protein. Oh. And once you get that oh moment, you're able to adjust. And even if you adjust, you're still not going to see that progress. You ain't going to see that progress. But over time, it's going to come. See, progress is like, it's like a plant, right? let's say you have this plant and it requires you to do this specific routine for it to grow. For a whole 6 months, you have to water it exactly at this time with this exact amount of water, give it this amount of sunlight, and then give it some shade, and then do this, that, and the third. So for 6 months, you have to do that, and you're not going to be able to see anything because it is under the ground. For all you know, that seed could be defective, it could be dead, but you don't know. But you continue to do the right steps and track your steps. You know what I'm saying? Oh, at 2 p.m., I watered the plant. 5 p.m., I gave it some sunlight. 7 p.m., it gets some shade because the sun went down. All right, cool. Continue tracking and tracking, and then boom. One day you see a little piece of green sprout from the dirt. And you're like, oh, shoots. I did it right. But the thing is you didn't know that you did it right until you got the progress. So I'm gonna keep this video short because I gotta take a shower and do some other stuff. But my point of this video is that you're not gonna see the progress. And in order to know that you're making progress without seeing the progress, you need to track your steps. So if you're, for example, trying to build a YouTube channel and you can't really, you can see the, all right, let me use another example. I'll give one more example and then I'll be on my way. All right, here we go. Let's say you want to get better at cooking, okay? And so you track your cooking. Monday, I made, this is not what I made, but example. Monday, I made beef and rice. It was horrible. It was terrible. 0 out of 10. I added a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. That's it. 0 out of 10. Tuesday, I made some chicken. I made chicken Alfredo. It was like a solid 6. You know, I made it. I made my own sauce out of cheese. I seasoned the cheese a little more. I was a little more generous because I remember how the beef tasted yesterday. You know, Wednesday, decided to make some salmon. Horrible. I added the seasoning that I did for the chicken. Tastes terrible. You know, you get the point. Like, even though you're not making progress on making better food, you're still able to track and see, okay, this tasted this way because I did this. So this time, let me try this. You know, next Monday comes around and you want to try that ground beef and rice again. Okay, last time it tasted horrible because I just added salt and pepper according to what I wrote down on my book. So this time, let me try adding some more salt. Let me put in some cumin, maybe some cayenne pepper, maybe some paprika, some garlic powder, some onion powder. And this time, screw it. Last time I under seasoned, this time let's over season. Let's season until we sneezing. Cause if you ain't seasoned, nah. What is it? If you ain't sneezing, you ain't seasoning. Another say. This is why I love sayings, because they're true. It's a saying for a reason. So track what you're doing, even if it makes you look like a psychopath. I use this Cal AI app. You can take the picture of the food. It doesn't matter where I'm at. I'll be out with friends. I'll be wherever. And before I eat, I say my grace, and then I pull out my phone, snap a picture. People make fun of me. They be like, oh, you one of those? You posting for Instagram or something? Nah, sucker. I'm tracking my calories. So then when I feel like I'm not making progress, ooh, let me go back. Let me see how I've been doing. Huh. It looks like I have not been hitting my calorie goals. And that's just how life is. So when you're trying to get somewhere and you're trying to make progress and you feel like you're not making any progress, don't stop what you're doing. Just start tracking what you're doing. Write it down in a notebook. Everybody has a phone nowadays. Go in notes, start writing it down. And I promise you, you're going to start figuring out why you're not making progress. So that's today's talk. I appreciate you guys for watching. I love y'all. It's currently day. Apple Watch is dead. It's day 15 out of 365. We have made it to day 15. We have officially made the habit. It takes 15 days to make a habit. It takes 15 days to break a habit. We have broken that 15-day mark. Or I should say we have hit that 15-day mark. So this is now a habit. This is now routine to me. If I don't sit down and talk to you guys, then I'm not making progress on this channel. Because with this progress, it's very linear. Because either I post today or I don't post today. It could be a 1-second video of me just saying, yo, that's it. I still posted that day, so that's progress. It ain't much progress, but it's still progress. So some things, it can be linear. Sometimes you won't be able to see it, but you can track. And that's what tracking is for. So I think this is my 8th day in a row posting a video, 8th consecutive day. I'm very proud of myself. I'm very proud of you guys. And give yourself a pat on the back sometimes. Like literally, physically take your hand, however flexible you are, like this, or I like to do it like this. And just give yourself a pat on the back. Say that you're proud of yourself. Look in the mirror and say that you're proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow.